and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, Week 9 of the No Name Racing League Truck Series. Take it to the last great Coliseum this evening. Blair Patterson here in the booth with you. Expert will be here shortly. He's having a little bit of a technical issue that we're working out right now, so you might hear a little chit-chat here on the Twitch broadcast of us trying to get our good buddy Expert in here, but we got 22 minutes left in practice. Got fast times rolling across the top of your screen right there. And surprisingly enough, a guy named Nick is not fast time right now in practice. The number 9 of Mr. Paul Irvin currently fastest. Then we've got a guy named Nicholas Vroman, P2. Hyatt up there in P3, which puts Trader P4. Then Drew Trader, P5, P6, we got Justin Anisagok, P7, Cole Snyder, P8, last week's winner, Ed Robertson, P9, we got Matthew Boone, and P10 right now in practice. We have Tyndall in that 88 machine. So, been watching practice for a little bit here. This is going to be exciting. It's Bristol, baby. Looks like the setup might be just a little bit loose for some of these guys. See a little slipping, see a little sliding. We've even seen a little carnage here in practice, but we're going to be all good once we go to qualifying. These trucks will reset for brand new qualifying run and then be brand new for the race. Remember, no fast repairs with NNR and One Mind to Design Truck Series, so these guys got to take care of these trucks 220 laps tonight, if I remember correctly. We got a hype video coming up here in just a little bit, which will get us all straight on the laps, but 220 seems to stick out to me.
Hopefully with that as well, maybe my technical difficulties can get hyped up and out of the way, but now able to get everything in order. What's up, Blair? Nice to be back here in the booth. Still dealing with some issues, but able to try to watch it here in Discord as well as getting the audio issues out of the way. Happy to be up here in the booth once again, buddy. Gotta love the Bristol is going to provide us with some chaos tonight, but it's already doing it here in free racing.
Yeah, absolutely. We're having troubles early as far as technical difficulties in the booth. It's going to be nothing compared to what these drivers are going to have to endure for 220 laps at Bristol tonight.
Oh, certainly. Watching these guys in the last great Coliseum. This place is known for its carnage and guys being aggressive. Even in a tweet sent out earlier, Mr. Matt Cochran talking about, hey, this is a track where tempers flare, so don't be surprised. And we've seen tempers flare so far this season. A few guys not happy with each other and that carrying over. And now we're looking into this race. This could be the first time we see these guys, a lot of bumping and banging action. And to count back what we saw last week, Nick Vroman, who we expected to be the winner last week, he didn't end up doing it. Robertson being able to take his machine to victory lane for the first time this season. So we've already seen a surprise. Expect here at Bristol, we could probably see another one. This track is a wild card that you could expect anybody to win.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head there when it comes to wild card. Big thing here is just going to be keeping your truck clean and last until the end. You know, the man that keeps his truck the cleanest and lasts the longest should get the greenest or checkeredest of flags at the end of this thing. 3 wide in practice. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Is it going to work? Is it working? It's working. Okay. Woo.
Say that's the last thing you want to do here consistently at Bristol, those 3 wide, but we can expect those type of moves. This track is wide enough, even though it's small, it's wide enough for these trucks to be able to use all 3 lanes. It's going to be a tight fit. It's going to definitely test these drivers' skills and these drivers' patience. Right now we've seen a lot of drivers off of exit try to get as much as they can as far as throttle, and they end up getting them into the wall off of exit. So is that something we can expect throughout tonight's action?
Yeah, you were just touching on it's definitely wide enough to be 3 wide. I was going to say, I don't know if there's enough grip to run 3 wide. You know, you see these guys coming off the corner, they're sliding loose, getting back to that throttle. So it's going to be an interesting night. See a couple of guys sliding down the straightaway there. But it's going to be an interesting night with a little bit of everything, beating, banging, bumping, grinding, just good short track racing coming up here this evening.
Certainly. Out there in chat, though, our good old friend Pete saying Expert and Blair have an amazing stream, missing this all very much. Well, we miss you out here as well, Pete. You're an awesome personality. Definitely, I say it every week, one of my great mentors, and definitely missing you out here on track in the booth and missing your personality in the community, my friend. Knight's also saying, hometown race for me in the 12. Don't feel confident, but gonna give it my all. And we're talking about Knight's in the 12. He hasn't won since Daytona. And we talk about wild card races. Well, that's probably the biggest one of them all, is going to a super speedway. Now coming here to Bristol, could this possibly be another opportunity that we see a first-time winner?
I would not be surprised to see a first-time winner tonight. It would not shock me one bit. Talking about the 12 of Joe Darnell a little bit ago there. He said it's not his favorite track. Currently P20 in practice. Still out there working on it. So he's struggling a little bit here tonight, but once his green flag drops, you never know. You might see him work his way up to the front, but first-time winner, I expect to see it tonight.
Well, going over a bunch of great performances we've seen up to this point, I actually want to interview one of the guys. Actually, nope, never mind, because they're about to be heading into driver's meeting. But one of the guys that we've seen have impressive performances up to this point, I want to talk about Litzenberger for a second. He surprised us with the top 3. He's been one of those guys that we consistently say he has to be sandbagging in practice because he's just so fast during the race. But that could be a guy to look out for tonight. We're seeing Paul Irvin with the fastest time on track. Hyatt, somebody we haven't seen before, he's coming up here in the top 3, making his name known. Looking at different guys, Snyder coming up inside the top 10. Boone really showing his speed. Tyndall and McQuaid as well, sitting around the top 10, if not just outside of it. So a lot of guys coming out here and showing speed, and only about a 10th off fastest time. So these times are really close together.
Absolutely, and you talked about Litzenberger just a little bit ago. He's currently 16th fastest in practice, right? As we sit, yeah, 16th fastest as we sit. But these consistent finishes that he's been getting, he's got himself 5th place in this championship. Now, mind you, 5th place is 99 points back from our leader, Nicholas Trader, but still top 5 in the points, so I expect to see another really good run from Litzenberger this evening.
Definitely, and we talk about the talent that NNR has in its ranks, both whenever they were on the console side, and as well as here on iRacing. Look at Nicholas Roman, because Pete just pointed it out in chat. That looking at Nicholas Roman, if you're a fan of the NASCAR Heat Sider, you watch the NASCAR Heat Pro League. Well, Roman actually ran in the Pro League for Levine Family Racing, and this is a throwback to the car that he ran in the NASCAR Pro League that you're seeing out here on track in the truck that he's running. So definitely an awesome throwback, being able to see that, but that also kind of connects to what we're always talking about, Blair. The amazing drivers that NNR has here, just the awesome group of talented drivers, officials, and all the people that NNR's brought together to make this such an amazing league. And this kind of just sheds a little bit of light on the different backgrounds that a lot of these guys have.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to start learning these drivers and learning these backgrounds. NASCAR Heat Pro League, that was a super cool thing. If you remember back, they actually did like a draft style choosing of your driver back in those days, and Levine Family Racing was one of them. I remember Wood Brothers, Junior Motorsports, if I remember correctly, just to name a few. So that was a very, very cool deal. And I love throwback stuff. I love the history of it. It's and then to bring it all to the last great Coliseum, it just kind of pulls it all together. You know, Darlington's traditionally the throwback weekend, but man, Bristol brings back a ton of great memories when it comes to racing here.
Almost certainly, and looking at just to give you an idea, you mentioned about the draft. One thing I want to go ahead and shout out about Mr. Roman, when it came to the Xbox One side of the draft with the console drafts, they did one for PlayStation 4 and one for Xbox One. Just to give you an idea, he was the second overall pick in that draft. So just putting that out there, to be the second overall pick, that can definitely show how much faith and how good he was for teams to be able to take that much of a chance on him.
That's pretty strong. Second overall pick. Wow.
Definitely, and compared to the guys he got picked over, I mean, we're talking about last year's champion, Daniel Buttafuoco, was picked 9th. So that just tells you about the level of talent and what they saw in Mr. Roaming in comparison against what would be future champions as well. So definitely held in high regard both here on iRacing and on the console side.
Yeah, that's super neat. And, you know, NNR is lucky enough to have him amongst all the rest of these drivers. Looks like we got about 30 drivers that have taken time tonight. And last week at Chicago, we ran caution-free, if I remember correctly. I've slipped since then, so I could have been wrong. But you're definitely going to see cautions tonight. But the great news is with this great caliber of driver, it's still going to lead to an excellent race for us all to watch here on Expert Racing Network on Twitch.
Definitely, and you know, it's always fun. This is always a highlight of the week. Coming in here, being able to hang out with you and talking to a lot of these enemies. This great action. It's always fun to do.
Yeah, this is it's definitely one of the best races of the week to watch, just because of the talent of these drivers and the way Coey and Cowboy and everybody put on this league, and everybody that has so much to do with it behind the scenes. Running the league's a bit of a headache, I know, for a lot of guys, but these guys really do it right over here.
Well, most certainly, and you gotta give them a hand for everything they do. It's no small feat that they've been able to make such a great community and put together such a great group of people, and it shows week in and week out.
You know, we do have a hype video, so we could get that in and then get the last little bit of practice and then head to qualifying if you want to.
I was about to say, we can't miss the hype video.
No, we cannot miss the hype video. I'm ready for it. Let's roll it.
But,
You know, the ending of that hype video, that adding that now back to our great broadcasters, I love that every week because I know they're talking about you, Expert.
I mean, you're the one that comes in week in and week out making me look good. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't put this on me.
I'm putting it on you. It cheers me up every week. Seeing your picture on there, seeing your name, just cheers me up every week.
I'd say I'm honored and privileged to have such a great, partner up here in the booth as well. I mean, I say it every week. You make me look good, so definitely it's nice to have booth to call this great action. Definitely a lot of fun, and it's nice to know because we've talked about it. Secure job security, I don't know about it, but about to say it makes us feel good that they added that. Definitely very thankful to the guys at NNR for entrusting us with this great broadcast.
You know, it's now time to talk about one of the things that bothers me when it comes to iRacing. You ready?
Oh,
are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What do you? You're gonna probably have to point it out to me.
Okay, so this 18 truck, fantastic paint scheme. Love it.
Going back to the paint.
Love it. Heck, last week I went to the Richard Childress Museum and took a tour myself. Enjoyed it. Love the paint scheme. The old Rattler's Cage with Terry Labonte and Dale Sr. at Bristol. Love it. It's on a Toyota. I don't know why that bugs me, but
We've had this conversation at Phoenix.
Oh yeah, Paul Irvin's doing it tonight too. Paul Irvin's in the wrong manufacturer paint scheme as well. So we got two to talk about. And it's Toyota guys. I think it's a Toyota guy problem, to be honest with you. I think Toyota guys want to be Chevy guys, but they just can't do it. Maybe that's what it is.
We're gonna get so much backlash on that one. Lordy.
Yeah, I drive a Toyota in real life, so I don't really hate on Toyotas. But yeah, just pointing it out. It's a great base game. I love it.
See, Pete's agreeing with me out there in chat, though. Blair will qualify for sainthood because somehow he pulled off the miracle of making expert look decent. Love you too, Pete. Love you too, bud.
Thanks, Pete. I appreciate it.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. We're going to go look at Paul Irvin. We're going to talk about another paint scheme. Great paint scheme. Look at this thing. It's the Hooters Spirits. It's awesome. It's got the blue. It's got the orange. It's got the white. Awesome paint scheme.
That's
really, really well done. Be excellent on a Chevrolet.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I give this paint scheme a 9. You see what I did there?
Ooh.
But
Yeah,
it'd be a 10 if it was on a Chevrolet.
There you go.
See what I did
God,
there?
we're just
Gave it a
coming
9.
with the hits today.
Yeah. And then new paint scheme tonight, Boone. He's got the Crosley brand paint scheme on here. On this
And what
Chevrolet.
a lot. This is more of a throwback as well. If we want to talk about Boone being a dominant NNR Truck Series champion over on the console side, he probably had one of the most dominant seasons that anyone has ever had. Let me get the exact stats if they're still up. I believe they should be. Looking at the Truck Series standings from last year, he had a total of 13 wins in 28 starts.
Good grief.
That is nearly half, just under half of the amount of wins to have exactly a 50% win ratio.
It's like Kyle Busch in an Xfinity race or a truck race. He shows up, odds are pretty good he's going to win it.
And there was if Pete's still watching out there in chat, he can attest to this because we called a lot of those races. This Crosley scheme was something to be feared because it seemed like every time he drove it, he put that thing in victory lane.
I don't think I'd ever change my paint scheme then.
He rarely did. He rarely did. Anytime you see Crosley.
It's running pretty good for him tonight. He's got an 8th in practice. So he's running pretty strong tonight. We'll see here in about 5 minutes. We're going to head over to qualifying and see what these guys got for the grid.
And right here, as these guys continue, whoa! And that's going to be one thing. We talk about how dangerous this track can be. It's all going to be about wreck avoidance for a lot of these guys. So what is your ideal top of way of getting through these wrecks here at Bristol? Is it, just keep your foot in it, or are you going to slow down and hope you don't get driven into the rear?
So we talked about this at what track were we at that we were talking about wreck avoidance? Phoenix on the front stretch. Wreck avoidance, how that's a really tight front straightaway to avoid wrecks. Well, the good news is about Bristol, it's really wide. You can get down there on that asphalt part to help avoid wrecks. The problem is when something hits at Bristol, it hits big and it's gonna bounce. So just close your eyes and hope for the best is probably the best wreck avoidance advice that I've got for you. Just close your eyes and hope you make it through. I'm obviously kidding about that part, but the good news about Bristol, it's a self-cleaning racetrack with these high banks here. So most of the stuff, when there's a wreck, it usually goes down. So what I normally aim for when I see a wreck ahead of me at Bristol, I try to go high, try to get up against the wall best I can, and that usually lets me sneak through it. But it's not guaranteed.
Certainly not guaranteed, and I mean, we talk about big ones at Dega and at Daytona and different tracks like that, but you could probably attest to this, especially if you watch the real life race. yesterday. They had a big one, a couple big ones at Indy, so it's become permanent at a bunch of tracks. One of the tracks that's permanent at, especially on iRacing, is here at Bristol. So around when can we expect that big one that we're expecting here tonight at the Last Great Coliseum?
I'll tell you what, I hope we don't see a big one. I hope we see a clean, fun, beating and banging, door banging race. But, you know, the cautions breed cautions here. So when these guys are too wide on the starts and restarts, that's when you're going to see the best chance for action. This track seems to get single file after a little while. Guys will start hitting their marks and hitting their grooves and kind of shuffle out a little bit. It's not going to get too spread out. I mean, heck, it's only a half-mile track, not a whole lot of place to hide. But the cautions and the restarts and starts are going to be the biggest spots.
And we've talked about lap traffic being a big deal. It played a huge factor last week in the overall decision of who won. But looking at Bristol, with how hard it is to sometimes pass at this track, how much can lap traffic affect the overall ending of this race? Yeah, I mean, is it going to play a big factor? Does that carry over here on iRacing?
Oh, it could be huge here. It could be absolutely huge. The big thing is the line here at Bristol. You can run these trucks about anywhere you want to. You can run them bottom, you can run them middle, you can run them top. There's speed everywhere. Bottom tends to be the faster line, kind of enter high, hit the bottom on a late apex, drive it off the corner is kind of the preferred line that we'll see in qualifying. But during the race, you see Hampton working that top groove in. You'll see that top, you'll see bottom. And as the leader, you know, these lap guys, once you get to the back of them, they're doing their best to keep speed in the car, or in the truck, rather. And they might be high, they might be low. It's going to be really treacherous to get through this lap traffic eventually.
Definitely, and we're going to see a bunch of that action tonight. But as qualifying ends less than a minute to go, or well, as practice ends, we're going to be heading into qualifying. We get to cover that, and then you know what's coming next.
The picks.
You know what's coming.
We need picks.
Picks. The picks.
We need picks. Chat can go ahead and start getting their picks in if they want to.
Yeah, what? You need some ideas for this one?
I'm open to suggestions. I've got my eye on one already.
Oh Lord.
I've already got. I'm gonna wait till just like I do my NASCAR fantasy league. If qualifying's available, I'll look at I've got my ideas, but I want to look at qualifying so I know for sure.
Okay. About to say, who'd you pick for NASCAR fantasy at the road course?
Oh, I had a good lineup until I didn't. So I had Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, and Tyler Reddick.
I'm about to say, you had a good lineup until about that curbing came up, and then that last restart.
Oh, I was looking like a genius until the curbing came up. So we're going to look at last week's winner, Ed Robertson here, going out for qualifying.
Right now, also out there in chat, NNR Cowboy, these drivers are hyped. We're talking about how hyped we are for knowing what to expect here, how wild this race can be. But there's also a lot of excitement, a lot of opportunity for drivers. Cowboy out there in chat saying, hey, it's Bristol, baby.
That's right. That's right.
So these guys, they're definitely excited. A lot of guys out there in chat saying, let's get it, that they're excited for tonight. I mean, what can I say? If they're excited, you know we're excited.
Absolutely. Nick Trader, currently top of the sheet. He just got bumped by the 99 of Cole Snyder.
And right here, a lot of guys really coming out here to show their speed as well. So definitely a lot of guys coming out here. Enrique Cordona's going out for his time.
Well, we got the 98, teammates of the 99, 99 on the pole. 98 going out here. Oh, he hit the wall. That's going to not count that lap, unfortunately. And we have a new pole sitter.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, 95, top of the sheet. I got to put on my shocked face for it. Got Anna Sagak in P3. Dilt's there. He's sitting P8 right now. In qualifying.
I would wait to see how Mr. Irvin does. I feel like that could be our pole sitter that we're looking at.
Yeah, we haven't seen his lap yet. Looks like he's just going on track now. Ooh, in the wall on the first lap. That's rough. Heavy damage to the right side of that truck. He's going to get it reset, get it back out there. Hyatt with a great lap. We saw him fast in practice. He's up to P2. And I assume with your technical issues, you don't have timing and scoring up. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, I'm not in the lobby, unfortunately.
Cardwell with P8 in qualifying. Good run, good run. See that 7 truck up there? See, Paul Irvin's coming back out, and doesn't look like it. Got Tyndall, he was fast in practice. See how he does in qualifying now.
That 88, he's definitely been building momentum heading into this one, putting together a string of good performances.
First lap he had at P12. Second lap, let's see if he improves any. P12
seemed like
for the 88.
Yep. It looked like he was trying to run deeper and then just decided to pull off. So P12 is going to be the mark for him. Here comes the 37 Lednum.
Now Lednum right now, P22 on the sheet. Let's see if he can improve on that. I think at this point he's just getting extra practice.
You say, why not? Take it.
Yeah, he's staying P22 on the sheet. Looks like Lednum's just working on some extra practice. Don't blame him.
Take what you can get. Take what you can get.
Looks like,
you got to.
Looks like we've got a handful of drivers not qualifying tonight. Looks like Joe Darnell in the 12 hasn't taken a lap yet. Litzenberger, the sandbagger, hasn't taken a lap yet. The 28 of Kobe. 25 of Drew Trader, 69 of Lewis Jr., 71 of Hampton, 84 of Forrest Smith, and the 9 of Paul Irvin. We saw him attempt his lap. He hit the wall, so no qualifying time. Looks like we're going to get out of the 9 camp. We only got about 15 seconds left in qualifying, so doesn't look like we're going to get anything. That really changes up the picks now.
It definitely does.
Really changes them up. Because now you're going to have Paul Irvin starting back in 24th, so maybe picking Paul's not a good idea. All right. Let me run down the top 10 in qualifying real quick, and then we'll get our picks in. So top 10 in qualifying, we have Roman, Hyatt, Snyder, Anna Sagak, Nick Trader, Patrick McQuaid, Robertson, Cardwell, Arnold, Diltz. That's your top 10 in qualifying.
So go ahead. Let's. I picked first last week.
I know it's my turn to go first.
So yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
My turn.
Take it
I'm ready. Did chat support me on this?
Yeah.
My pick is gonna be the number 99 Cole Snyder.
See, the chat really didn't actually post a pick. I think everybody's kind of wondering what you were thinking. But Cole Snyder, that is not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all. However, there's one guy that you think about whenever you think about hard, gritty, short track racing, not afraid to get their hands dirty. And it's the great Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, maybe it'll bring a little luck, a little fire, and a little help to victory lane. I'm liking Justin Anasagaki tonight.
Wow, going with the 19 of Justin Anasigok. Great, or 18, sorry. 18 of Justin Anasigok. 19, that's Cowboy. Starting 23rd. We're going with the 18, Justin Anasigok, starting 4th. So, good pick. I like your pick. I'm not mad at your pick at all. I like that.
About to say you got to carry it over. You really have to. Starting in the same row as well. Both of our picks starting the same row.
That's a really good pick. I like it a lot. I feel good about it. I feel good about both of our picks.
I'm excited, but I don't want to have to spill out any fudge M&Ms.
Well, good news is he's not racing the Fudge Brownie M&M car tonight, so we might get lucky.
Maybe. But right now, I believe Cowboys saying that they're going to be going the lap after green.
Going the what after green? I'm sorry?
The lap after green.
Gotcha.
I just got. But these guys lined up. The anticipation is building for these guys as everyone is getting set. And you know, what is your mindset as a driver as you get ready to go green here at Bristol?
Deep breaths. Lots of deep breaths. Get as much breathing in as you can. Ripping off these 15-second laps around here. It seems like about the time you get it straight, you got to get it back in a corner, and you know some guys hold their breath in the corner. So as much breathing as possible right now.
Right now, these guys are getting set up and ready to go, and it's going to be, I believe, this lap by that we're getting set up. Here at the last Great Coliseum, there's been stories that you see everywhere, from fights, helmets thrown, tempers flaring. Some of the greatest stories in NASCAR happened at this track, considered both as a surfaces and racing history, both for dirt and now asphalt, or well, for asphalt and now dirt. Both sides really work out, but here we are, the NNR debut here at Bristol. Let's go short track racing, guys, and we're going to be waiting another one because okay, now the timing reset.
Yep, lap after green we're going.
Yeah, I was about to say it popped up on my side, two green laps. Kind of got excited there.
I was getting excited too.
That's what happens when you build up too early. And now I got to come up with a new build up. I got to do it.
Well, you missed the boogity, so we could go back to the classic expert boogity.
Well, I mean, I was going to build up to the boogity. That was the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, before my tempers get flaring up, let's try to keep those tempers calm out here tonight, boys, and just have some fun racing. Let's go boogity, boogity, boogity. Green flag at Bristol, baby.
Roman with a huge start, 99. My pick, Cole Snyder, already up to P2 right here. Fantastic start at the front of the field. You got the 27 of Hyatt working the bottom side already. 99 on the top side. Hyatt on the bottom side in the 27. You got the 18 of Anasigok working the top side as well.
And these guys all moving to the top already. That's looking to be the preferred line right now. But that 99 showing quick speed all over the back bumper of the 95. And guys having to control getting loose at this point, having to get out of it. But that 99 looking like he can be extremely fast. We saw it already under the restart. And now he's trying to get back to that 95. Caution's out on track though.
Caution's out. Let's see if we can go back and find what happened here. Looking at the 84 here. Looks like Drew Trader got in the back out of him on a checkup. So that's not where it started. Let's see. Looking up here at Shiro and Quinones. Before that,
there it is. Oh!
Dilts is in that. Let's see if we can find that with Dilts.
That collected a big amount of the field.
Oh yeah, huge hit there. Let's see here.
23.98 it looks like involved as well. 15. Yeah, it looks like it started in front of these guys.
Yeah, right behind Tyndall there. Fortunately, we don't have a good camera angle on Dilts. Here, let's see if this one works. Here's Dilts in the 23.
See what happens here. Oh, just looked like they got hooked together, and that's going to take out a lot of good trucks this early. Once again, no fast repairs, so these guys, if they have terminal damage, that could be ending their night.
Yeah, that's going to be rough right there for a lot of guys, especially this early in the race.
But right now, as we run, it's going to be Roman, Snyder, Anasagot, Quaid, Robertson, Arnold, Hardwell, and then Boone, your top 10. Justin Carroll just sitting in 11th, just outside the top 10. Great run for him so far as he looks to get inside the top 10 when we go back green.
Yeah, we got, because of that crash, we got some big movers as well. Look at guys like Hampton up 13 spots, Litzenberger up 13 spots, Joe Darnell up 13 spots. And then we got some big losers like Shiro and Bird losing 13 spots each. You got Dilts, huge hit to him, lost 21 spots on that deal. So you just hate to see it for Justin Dilts in that 23 truck. Absolute heartbreaking of a start with that. Looked like it might have been a little bit of net code there between the two trucks. Rough start for these guys.
Definitely not what you want to see here. You know, not even making it to lap 10 and possibly the question of your night possibly being out the window. You could have possibly, you know, like 3 minutes of damage possibly looking at some of those guys, maybe like 3 minutes of damage. And at Daytona, you know, you're maybe losing, you know, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 laps at that point. But here at Bristol, that could be, you know, 10, 12 laps that you're losing, if not more.
Yeah, that could be huge. Pace car dives off. Field is in the hands of Nick Vroman. Vroman gets a huge jump on that restart, that 95, up towards the top side. You got the 99 of Cole Snyder coming right along with him, with the 18 working up to P3.
And right now, these guys still jockeying for position. That 95 looking to clear, and he does. Gets a little loose, but he was able to clear in front of that 95. New leader, Cole Snyder.
Yeah, new leader, Cole Snyder. Great move by that 99 Coal Dog Motorsports machine. He gets it right out front. You see the 18 Anasagok hanging on to the inside of Hyatt. See McQuaid looking to the high side to follow Hyatt through if he gets past Anasagok.
Right now, Snyder putting on a good performance so far in this race, looking to hold on to it. And we mentioned the talk about a first-time winner. Wouldn't it be huge for Snyder, Hyatt possibly, to go out here and try to win this one? Guys that haven't had the best season up to this point.
Yeah, these guys got some different names here in the front. Trying to check to see where Paul Irwin is in the field. A perennial front runner in this series. He's up to 15th now. He did not qualify, so looks like he got through that pretty clean as Vroman's closing in on the tailgate of the 99.
Yeah, and he's looking to get back to that P1 position pretty quickly here, putting the pressure on all over the back bumper, not giving an inch. Of course, not trying to make contact, not trying to move him out of the way right now, but definitely he's there to put on the pressure.
Yeah, 99's doing a really great job defending his line. He's not blocking, but he's running a really good line right there in the center. It's hard for the 95 to get a good run. You saw the 95 try bottom there. Didn't have enough smoke to get off the corner to make the pass on the 99.
Yeah, and right now the 99 did a great job trying to pinch him down on the corner exit, not allowing him to try to slide up off corner exit and get that run. So he's definitely trying to control that 95 speed. And the 95, if he continually tries to do that, that'll also be detrimental to his tires.
Yeah, he's going to experience a little bit of tire wear, trying to cut down like that. Going to get that right front a little bit of hot, add a little bit of wear to it. But 99 is just doing a great job sitting out here in front, P1 for Cole Snyder.
This adds a lot of confidence for the guys over at Coal Dog Racing. A team that hasn't had that much success so far this year, but definitely coming out here tonight with a lot of fast guys and looking to try to get their first victory of the season. Of course, lap 20 of 220, so a long way to go, but a great early showing up at this point.
Yeah, they're off to a fantastic start. The 99 crew looking really, really good. 95 still hanging right there with them. A little bit of a gap back to the 27 of Hyatt. And now we're starting to work on lap traffic here on lap 22.
Yep, Matt Cochran going to be the first guy that these guys are going to have to compete with. And we saw last week, he is one dude that you do not want to see in front of you as far as lap traffic.
Now, he is a tough lap truck, but he gives plenty of room there, plenty of respect to the leaders. He does a great job trying to fight for every position he can get, just like all these guys in this league. We're coming up to yet another lap truck. This is probably going to be the 09, yes, the 09 of Banner.
And right now catching some of these guys that were involved in that incident, got a little bit of damage. Doing a great job staying out of the way, but right now we saw the 99, he was kind of forced to adjust his line to get by Cowboy in a number of and I could expect that could happen with a number of these lap trucks. How important is it for these guys to be flexible and being able to run these different lines and be fast doing so as well?
Yeah, it's very important, especially here at Bristol, to make sure that you can make your truck fast in any line, because you never know where your opportunity is going to be to have a good lap. So you see the 99 adjusting his line a little bit. You see the 95 hunting around. You're starting to see Hyatt close down that gap in P3. He's now within a half second of the leader. So 27 truck coming up here towards the battle.
And right here, they're going to have to get around the lap truck, and that 95, oh, taking advantage! Contact right there, what a save, and here comes that 27.
No caution, we're okay. 95 and 99 got together just a little bit. Everybody's okay, but the 27 is going to take huge advantage of this as he gets a huge run, gets down to P2, holding down the bottom. 95 going back to work on the top side of the 27 of Hyatt. Caution's now out.
And you mentioned it, caution's out, but what a save by those guys right there. I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, clip that. Dual saves. Might be save of the year. Up to this point, that might be save of the year.
Looks like Matthew Boone was involved in that one. So let's go back here. Look at this Crosley machine. 38 down on the bottom. Slides up, just gets in the 88 at time belt just a little bit. And like we talked about in pre-race, that wreck went all the way down to the bottom. He nosed it into the inside wall. Got the back end to the wall just a little bit. A little bit of damage on the front of that truck, but he'll be okay. We're going to take a closer look here at the 95 of Roman. He was in that incident with the 99. See if we can get a closer look at the nose of that 95. That is not the view.
There we go.
That looks good. 95's nose looks pretty good there.
Not much on the right front. That's where they made contact. Now, let's see the left rear of the Snyder, and it looks pretty well. As
pretty clean.
So maybe more net code than actual damage?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on either of those trucks, which is a little bit surprising to me. I was expected to see a little bit of damage on both trucks, but must have been a netcode issue between these two guys up here towards the front.
I got to give a shout out to Hyatt. Great job being patient, being able to choose your battles. He was able to gain a position. Could have gone for the lead, but that with these guys trying to collect it up, that could have caused a even bigger incident. So great job to the 27, taking what was available and not trying to push the issue.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good heads-up racing by the 27 of Hyatt. Not taking advantage of things, so very good move.
And right now, you got to think these guys that are racing. You know, one guy that's probably celebrating all that.
Who's that?
The 18 of Anasagak, who sat quietly in 4th place for the last 15 laps.
Yeah, he's got a really good view of the battle for the lead, keeping his truck clean, having a good run, sitting P4. 5th, you got McQuaid right there. Robertson last week's winner. You got Nick Trader in 7th, Josh Arnold 8th, Tyndall 9th, Cardwell in 10th. So a lot of guys putting together some good runs here early as we work our second caution here at Bristol.
And right now, as we go through this, what is the mindset of these drivers? You know, a few of the laps into this one, what's the idea if you're one of the guys out here on track? Is it more, okay, I've ran a few laps, I've seen what I can do, time to be patient, or what's the look for these guys? It looks like we're looking to double up.
Yeah, we're double up. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going back green this time by. Big thing right now is at this point in the race, you know what you got. You know how your truck feels. You know how your truck handles. You need to be patiently aggressive for the next little bit of this race.
Right now, we're about to see it. The 99, though, looking to pull the 18 up Anasagak here on this restart. And here we go. These guys on that top line going to get going. That's going to put the 95 and 27 back in some traffic. And surprise, look at who's third in that top line, last week's winner of Robertson. But that 18, he's going to go ahead and go on the attack and see if he can challenge for the lead.
Yeah, great restart by the top side there. The 99, the 18, the 64. Those guys all got a huge restart. The 22 coming along with it as well. 95, Nick Vroman, he's moved to the top side, but the battle is on for the lead. You got Anasagak in that 18, Dale Earnhardt, senior throwback paint scheme. He's working the bottom down here in the corners. 99, Cole Snyder working the top side. 18 has gotten to the quarter panel, to the door. Let's see if he can clear him off this corner.
And that seems to be the issue, is getting some speed. He was able to close in a little bit, but just not able to complete it fully. And hey, we talked about guys that we haven't seen up front here much, but look at who's 4th in line right now. The 22 of Josh Arnold, as we are now side by side for the lead. Anasagak able to make that bottom work. Let's see how he does off the exit. He's going to force the 99 up, not allow him to pinch him. And here we go, back here through 3 and 4, once again, trying to make that 99 uncomfortable.
Man, that 99, Cole Snyder is doing an awesome job working the top side right now. The 18 Anasagak, I think, might be a little bit faster. If he gets around Cole, I think he can pull away from him. But Cole's doing such a great job on that top line. Anasagak just can't get the throttle down on that bottom side like he needs to get off the corner.
Right now, he's looking for any opportunity all over the back bumper here. That 99 looking to take that middle line away. You've seen that 99 has moved down a little further in the corner because he knows the 18's been building up that run by running the middle line. So he's looking to put a little dirty air on that 18's nose, trying to take that speed.
Yeah, great heads-up racing by the 99 here. Trying to take that line away from the 18. 99's doing just an awesome job holding this top side right now. He's getting these big runs down the straightaway. Throws it down here in the corner. He's going to stick top side this time. Get that huge run off the corner where that 18 is running really strong in the middle.
Well, right now he's still holding on to the back of this 99, and right there to the quarter, tried to clear up, just couldn't do it. And he's going to hang on here on the bottom by side. Let's see, can he hang on the straightaway? No, the 99 is going to clear him once again. And right now you got to think these guys battling, it's going to wear out their tires. And I believe the 18 was trying to save a little bit to be able to be this aggressive in this 64 and 22. They have to be a little bit happy to be able to see these guys going at it, knowing that they could possibly take advantage here in the coming laps.
Yeah, 64-22. These guys are in really good spots. That's Robertson and Arnold. They're in really good spots right here. They don't have a whole lot of pressure from the back, although they do have Vroman behind them. Vroman's working Hyatt, so they're too wide behind them. So that's cleared out. So Vroman is now clear of Hyatt. Nick Trader gets by Hyatt as well. A little bit back in the pack. It's just hard for us to take our eyes off of this battle for the lead, because anything could happen here. That 18 truck's running really strong. That 99 is just impressive on the top side.
opportunity he is taking to possibly get to the inside. And we talk about any opportunity that presents itself. Well, we're about to see it as lap trucks are about to get in the way. That's going to force that 99 to change his line and go down the track a little bit. The 18 looking to take advantage. Here we go, forcing the 99 up the track this time. He's going to be to the inside. He's going to be able to get cleared once again. And now he's going to have to reset and hope to get another lap car in front to see if he can make that move once again.
Yeah, that was a real good job by these leaders negotiating the lap traffic of the 54 truck right there. They did a really good job getting around them. They're coming up on another lap truck right now that looks like Shiro in the 15 just ahead of them.
And the idea I assume for the 18 is hoping to use one of these lap trucks as a pick. That's got to be the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Shiro's doing a really good job staying high, staying out of the way. These leaders can take a really good run through the corners there. Next lapper, that's going to be the 28 of Kobe. Looks like he's going to be staying high as well.
And right now, giving a little bit more difficulty there to the 99. That's going to open the door for the 18 once again. Here we go to the bottom.
Yeah, 18 had a huge run into the middle of the corner there. Couldn't get the gas down like he wanted to, so the 99 Cole Snyder takes it back on the top side, gets around him.
Right now, Hyatt having a bad time back there just outside of the top 5. He's trying to get around that 95 for position. Just couldn't do it there on the bottom. He's going to lose another position there to Nick Trader.
Yeah, Hyatt's trying to hang on here. He's got the dueling Nicks there in front of him, which we know they're no slouches. They're number 1, number 2 in the points. Trader leading Vroman by 3 points. So he's in really good company right there. As we head back to the front, as the 18 looks to the bottom side, another huge run. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Right here with yellow out, it's going to be interesting to see. We know the top 6 pulled away, but let's see here. Oh, the 28 getting involved with the 15. And that went from bad to worse. 71, 77 involved.
Oh, you hate to see that. 28 got big loose. He had it about saved, and 71 he came down a little bit and collected up to 71 in that. We got pit stops coming down for our leaders. Looks like everybody coming to pit road inside the top 10. Going to be looking at 4 tires fuel, windshield tear off.
Right now, this could be an opportunity, a big opportunity for guys to gain track position here on pit road.
Now it looks like the 99 wins the race off pit road here on this end. I believe we're using dual pit roads here tonight. So you can enter off of 2 or 4, depending on where your pit stall is. I have to think about that one for a second.
But right now you can see the 99, he's looking to possibly take the lead back over. Let's see, who came out 2nd and 3rd?
Looks like we got Hyatt came out P2, Anisagak P3, Litzenberger P4, Josh Arnold P5, Ed Robertson 6, Trader 7, Tyndall 8, Vroman 9, and Quinones teammates of the 99 and the 98 P10. So a little bit of shakeup.
I was about to say, could that have been a 2-tire strategy that some of these guys took to try to capture track position?
Yeah, very possible. I'm not sure if Litzenberger took 2 tires. He was one of the big gainers there. Same with Quinones. Carroll's moved himself into the top 10. Definitely could have been a 2-tire strategy.
Well, right now, these guys, a lot of them going to try to go and get a wave around to try to get the lap back. Right now, though, these guys getting set up. Hyatt looking to make another challenge for the lead. He looked like he had some speed earlier on. Now it's going to be his chance to prove it as he's going to go and try to take on this 99.
Yeah, you got Hyatt right there. You've got Anisagak that we know he's fast, but now we've got Litzenberger up here in P4. We haven't seen Litzenberger up here mixing it up yet in this battle for the lead, so we'll see what this 21 Ford's got for him.
Right now, as we are under caution, just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to these guys at One Mind Tennis that make all of this possible. You see all these great schemes out here on track, and you know, this great league overall, it would not be possible without these guys. Definitely a big shout out to the guys over at One Mind Design for making the NNR iRacing Truck Series what it is today.
Yeah, all these trucks look great. Speaking of trucks, pace trucks down. We're going to see the green flag for the 99. Cole Snyder gets a really good jump on Hyatt into 27. See the 99 shoots way out in front. Anisagak working the bottom. View from the back of the 99. See him pulling away from Anisagak here.
And right now, something I noticed, a little bit of damage it looks.
Yeah, on that last restart, I think the 18 and the 99 kind of made a little bit of contact on that last restart. And a little bit of damage to the nose of the 18, a little damage to the tail of the 99. Not going to be enough to hurt these guys.
Right now, that 99's taking advantage of that clean air. He's looking to pull away to try to get away from some of that pressure he's been put on consistently throughout that race. Try to give him, you know, a clear mind just to be able to hit his marks and not play so defensive. He can drive offensively right now if he really wanted to try to extend that lead instead of try to hold on to what he has.
Yeah, he's got about a half-second lead over Anisagak right now, which is the biggest lead we've seen all day here on lap 66. So he's definitely got some room to work, which has got to be quite comfortable for the 99 as we ride along on the nose of the 99. See some lap traffic coming up here for him. It's like the 73 of Burt is going to be the first one in line. 73 goes nice and high, gives room to the 99 and the 18 to clear them.
Right here, it looks like that 18 is trying to eat into that lead right now. As lap traffic starts to build up in front of this one, and would not be surprised to see that 18 start closing in.
The 18 Anisagak, he's been fast all night. He might be able to get lucky with some of these lap trucks that Cole Snyder's coming up to. Might be able to use them as a pick, like you touched on a little bit earlier. As Cole Snyder comes up on Cowboy, gets down near the bottom, got the 17 of Meredith, and he's got to get low, get around him as well.
And one thing, if you're this 18 and you're seeing this 99 just to adjust his, I'd imagine you'd have to be fairly excited and happy about that, considering that you know that you're a little bit faster on the bottom, it feels like, than that 99. That's more of your forte, and seeing that 99 have to adjust to it, I feel like that could play into the hand of the 18.
Yeah, we know that the 18 is really strong on the bottom. We know the 99 is really strong on the top. 99 is going to have to do a little weaving through lap traffic here. Had to go high to pass the 09, had to go low to pass the 15. So that might close down the gap just a touch with the 18 as the 99 takes his preferred line here on the top side as he goes around that 36 Cole Bandit machine.
18, he had to make an aggressive move there through those lap cars. We talked about the weaving the 99 had to do with the 18 just had to pitch it 3 wide.
He's definitely got his work cut out for him, trying to track down Cole Snyder in that 99 machine. You know, lap traffic here, I mean, this is short track racing, man. It's a half-mile track. There's trucks everywhere out here right now.
Right here at Atlanta Racing Rating with a party of 13. What is up, Atlanta? Suave out there in chat saying, what's up, buddy? Nice to have you out here. More Than a Cape saying, how did I get here in chat? Well, it's nice to have you here, Mr. More Than a Cape. But to all the viewers that came in here and rated, thank you very much. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow button to join the expert racing community to not miss any of the great NNR action you're seeing right here. These guys are going wild.
Absolutely.
And it is just getting started.
Appreciate that raid. We're taking a look here out the back of Nick Trader. He's back here in 8th right now. Now we're looking at Carroll in P9. It's Drew Trader in P10 right behind him. We saw Drew Trader in an incident a little bit earlier. Carroll in that 92 machine's got a very similar paint scheme to Paul Irvin in the 9.
About to say, you mentioned it right there. And one guy, I'm going to go ahead and throw a little appreciation out there. One guy that we see up front, old Litzenberger. He tried a little bit of strategy right here. He's showing out in a new 21 truck. I don't think we've seen him in any paint scheme outside of the Wood Brothers paint scheme.
He switches them up a little bit, but keeps pretty true to that Wood Brothers paint scheme. We got caution on the speedway here, trying to get a look at what happened. Who is that? McQuaid? That's a 77 to McQuaid down there.
Well, that is heartbreaking. Did not want to see that from the 77. Suave, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the expert racing community. And let's see, did he possibly just blow up? We knew he was involved in that previous accident. What could have happened right there?
Not really sure. Trying to find it here, but I'm looking at the incident report, and looks like these are all guys just slowing down for it. Man, having trouble finding what brought out our caution here.
I'd say,
this one right here? What about this one right here?
Here we go. Let's see. It does involve the 77s.
That might be on the 7. Ooh!
And oh, yeah. That is not good.
Yeah, he might have got a little help from Tyndall there. Whew. Big hit. Big hit. That's gonna pop the motor in that 77.
Could we expect a helmet to be thrown?
That could be helmet throwing, actually. Best helmet thrower, Bristol. Who do you give it to?
I got to give it to Stewart.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I got to give it to him. I mean, he hit it right on target. Right on target. You got to give him that one.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of throwing incidents that you've seen here at Bristol. What's your favorite? I got to ask that one.
I was gonna take the Stewart. Was it Stewart and Kenseth? Was that the one that you're referring to?
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I like the best.
Okay, so we're on the same level.
I know there's so many great ones, but like that's my favorite.
I think it's undisputed. So you just got to go with that one. You got to have a little bit of a smoke show here with old Tony Stewart at Bristol sometimes.
So it looks like pretty much everybody in the top 10 stayed out as they just pit, oh heck, probably 15 laps ago, maybe 20. So it looks like everybody stayed out under this caution here.
So right now, as these guys getting reorganized, I would not be surprised. Talking about somebody affiliated with Cold Dog Racing. Is I believe actually an affiliate teammate, if not an actual teammate of Cold Dog Racing. So Josh Arnold may be getting a shot to go up here and try to push that 99.
There you go. There you go. Teammates working together even on a short track.
I'd say, who would you rather have behind you, the guy in the Dale Senior scheme or a teammate?
Teammate for sure. Pace truck's off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. Cole Snyder lays it down on the loud pedal, gets another great restart in that 99 truck.
Right here as these guys try to battle that 22, trying to give a hard time to that 18. The 18 tried to clear himself, and right there you see that 22 did not allow it, and Sagat going to fall back to P3.
Yeah, Josh Arnold, great run there on that restart. puts himself up there to P2, drops Anasagak back to P3. P4 is going to be Ed Robertson, 5th Hyatt, 6th is going to be Trader, as Trader and Hyatt are battling out here just a little bit further back.
And right now you're seeing this. I want to go, let's go on board and get a onboard view of the 18 of Anasagak. Let's go see what he's looking at as he tries to chase down these top 2 drivers.
They're working the throttle there, getting down into the corner, big lift, rolls back into the gas. Right along here at P3, Justin Anasagak. Kind of a double throttle input there. He might be just a little bit loose getting back on the throttle. You hear him get in it, you kind of feather it, get off the corner. He's definitely reeling in Josh Arnold in that 22.
So you do say, or you do hear that loose is fast, and right now that 18's been fast all night. Right now trying to go on the attack of the 22, and that's a great strategy by these guys here with Cold Dog Racing, because that 22, he is one. He may not be always the fastest guy on the track, but he's the most technical. One of the guys that helped teach me both on the console side, has been trying to teach me over here on iRacing as well. Definitely a guy that knows his way around the racetrack, whether it's, you know, a road course, a short track, or even a super speedway. A guy that knows what he's doing. Actually went out and won the turn down for what iRacing Super Speedway race just last week.
He's got his hands full. He's got Anasagak right behind him, but Ed Robertson bringing the battle to the back of that 18 in that 64 truck. That 64 is getting awful close to the back of that 18.
Yeah, that 64 looking to make it back-to-back weeks in victory lane. You know, he got the first taste of victory. He's gonna come back for seconds, and right now sitting in P4, he's putting the pressure now on that 18.
He says victory tastes good, and I want more of it.
Definitely. Right now, lap trucks could provide assistance to that as well. These guys getting set up to go into the corner. And here we go, that 64. Ooh, had to get out of it before he slid up into the 18.
Wow, started sliding there, lifted, he get out of it just so he misses the 18. Great job there by Robertson in that 64 truck.
Right there, Nick Trader in that NASCAR Thunder Scheme once again. You know, that 56 Thunder Scheme, I just love it. It's just something about it that, you know, provides a good throwback feel. You gotta love it.
Yeah, it's a great scheme. One Minded Design did an awesome job on that one, as they do on all their paint schemes, but really good to see that one. Take a look at Vroman right now, currently running P6. Cole Snyder, if you're curious about what's going on up front, Cole Snyder has checked out. He is in a different state right now. So we're back here looking at some action here. P5, P6. Vroman's found himself in a Trader sandwich. He's got Nick Trader to the front and Drew Trader to the back of him.
And right here, what many people don't know is this is what you could classify a race within a race. These guys battling for points position. You mentioned it earlier. These guys are only separated by 3 points of being the top of the leaderboard right now in the total season standings. And right now, this battle between these guys, it can mean a lot in terms of that points positioning. Of course, Nick Trader looking to extend that lead, and Nick Vroman looking to try to close in and try to take it.
Yeah, Vroman, Trader's got to be real nervous about Vroman. Vroman's got a better average finish right now than Trader. He's also got more wins. Oh, we got the 18 sideways, 95 into the wall. No caution.
And there it is now in the 56 damage in the rear. Before that caution, just needed to go ahead and put this out there. The 19 reporting that he has blown up, but definitely not what you wanted to see. I'm guessing the 18 just got loose off the corner here. Maybe a little help by Robertson.
Take a look. Oh, he might have had some help.
And that's hard looking for Hyatt and Vroman. Oh, that is not what you want to see. And more guys involved. Here comes the 73 involved as well.
73 got into it there at the end. Looks like Litzenberger got a piece of this thing somewhere, maybe. No damage on the 21 machine. Man, that's rough. Most of the top 10 coming down pit road right now. Drew Trader inherited the lead as he's pitting on the back stretch. So he's coming down pit road. Looks like Cardwell is staying out. Cardwell and Carroll look like they're staying out.
And right now, this around halfway to go in the race. So this is when I believe the book of strategy really starts to open up for these guys. You really have to look and see what's going to be available for you as this race goes on. Drew Trader going to be exiting pit road right now. Going to get back up to speed with these guys, but right now the 18. Not really that much damage. I don't think he really got involved in the incident. Just caused the stack up, more or less. But definitely, I believe the 56, the 95, and 27, definitely the guys that got the worst end of that deal.
Yeah, it looks like 95 still on pit road. It looks like he's having an extended stay. Same with the 27. Hate to see it. Both those guys were having really, really great runs here so far tonight. Paul Irvin, we haven't talked about him much tonight. He's on pit road, multiple laps down as well from earlier incident. McQuaid still on pit road working on his truck. Same with Shiro, Cochran, Burt, all working on their trucks on pit road still.
And right now, we were talking about it just before the incident. Huge points implications there for that. For Froman and for Nick Trader right there. That's huge. That is several positions now that's going to separate those two drivers.
Yeah, that's hurting Froman pretty bad. He's fallen back to 15th now. Nick Trader currently running 8th. So Roman falling back. Trader kind of holding his own here. So we'll see. Like you said, we're coming up to halfway next time by. When we take the green flag, that'll be our halfway marker. So we'll see what this second half of the race has in store for us.
Right now, you can see these guys all getting double fouled. The one thing that's going to have me concerned, though, 7 being the control truck, most of these guys out front are the only guys not on new tires. The guys behind them, all with new 4 new field, as old Pete likes to say. So these guys got 4 new field goods on the truck. These top 2, though, they're going to be struggling for grip here, especially in the early parts of this run. As that 7 looks to get away, might have spun the tires, though, forcing a check up there on the bottom.
Yeah, 7 finally gets away there on the bottom side. He's clear all around. 92 of Carroll. The battle is coming to the back tailgate of that truck as the 64.
Whoa!
Oh no, the 99, the 92 around. Caution is out.
And that was in front of the entire field. We talked about adjusting the line not being used to certain lines. That 99 stayed away from the bottom for a majority of this race. And you're seeing it right here. Just gets loose on entry. And that takes out the 64, 22, 92, 56 involved.
Man alive. A lot of really good trucks got collected up in that one as well. We talked about it at the top of the broadcast that the cautions breed cautions here at Bristol, and that was definitely the definition of it right there.
Well, I think it might be safe to say, don't quote me yet, but I think it might be safe to say, considering every single person in our top 10 has yet to claim a NNR victory, I feel like we might get a first-time winner here tonight.
I'm double-checking our top 10 just to make sure that you're accurate, because I know you have timing and scoring issues tonight, so because that's kind of an unbelievable stat, but yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct, sir.
Everybody in our top 10 has never scored a NNR iRacing Truck Series victory.
you're 100% correct. I don't know why I double checked you. I mean, come on, you're expert for crying out loud.
But these guys all going down pit road. That's 7 after staying out. He's going to go down and get 4 new tires. Definitely playing the track position game. Definitely seeming to work out for in that regard, as a lot of the guys that started right behind him now having to go back in and get some more tires and maybe repair some damage.
Yeah, a lot of these guys getting damage control looked at right now. Great news for Josh Arnold here in the 22. His truck's probably the cleanest one on the racetrack at this point in the program. So that's really good news for the 22 as he's sitting up here on point for us. 25 of Drew Trader right behind him. Drew's got some damage that we saw a little bit earlier. We talked about the damage on the nose of the 18 Anasagok. Then we got the 69 of Lewis Jr. back here. He's looking pretty clean from that view.
And right now, I got to give it to these guys. That 22, though, I'm kind of surprised about him staying out. He was collected in that instant. It's still looking pretty clean, though. But he had a little bit of contact involved in that one. So let's see how that 22 does as well. You mentioned the 69 of Lewis. He was a big factor in the how the race turned out last week. Talking about contact, I believe he had with the 18 of Anasagot.
I think it was with the 16 of Bain, if I remember right.
What? Oh, yes, it was with the 16 of Bain. See, you got to correct me sometimes.
Look at that. I finally got to correct expert, ladies and gentlemen. Mark it, calendar, August 16th, 2021.
Oh, my Lord. Do we need a timestamp?
Timestamp at 9:54 p.m. on the east. Lights on the pace truck are out. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing here.
We have too much fun up here in the booth.
We really do.
Lordy. But as the truck pulls off, these guys looking to go back green. 22 of Arnold, 25 of Drew Trader. These guys,
caution looks like it's been extended here.
Yep. And here comes Pace Truck.
Come on back out here, pace truck guy. Does he have a name? We know the flag man in iRacing has a name, but does the pace truck driver have a name?
Why don't we just say it's Pete? Pete can't race, and he's been unavailable to commentate. He said he had work obligations to do. Well, the work obligations is driving the pace truck. There we go, Pete. We found you a job, my friend.
I like it. Well, Pete's going to get plenty of bonus points tonight for leading laps, so that's always going to be good for him. But Pete back down pit road as 69 is like way back here on the top side. Wow.
That's going to stack up those guys there in the back, but that 22 looking to take advantage. 22, 25, 18, your top 3, and they're looking to try to check out on the rest of the field here. And caution is back out once again.
Back out. Caution, back out. Looks like the 92 might have something to do with this one, so let's take a look. Look at Carroll in the 92. Ooh, just ever so slight contact with the 88. He slips it up there sideways. 17 gets a little sideways. 12 comes sliding through. 15 Ashiro does a great job missing it, so not a whole lot of damage there for anybody. So that's great news.
Felt like just
Bristol, that's the best one to have.
I was about to say, I mean, he was lucky nothing else happened. Just looked like they kind of misjudged it a little bit. Oh, Lord. Well, Pete decided, hey, it's not. He came up with the name himself. He says the pace truck driver, since it kind of correlates, he says the pace truck driver's name is Miles. Miles to go.
I like it. I like it. I'm okay with that.
About to say it works. I mean, I like it. It goes well. So, I mean, I'm on the same level as you. We'll stick with that. Miles, though, is having himself a bit of a busy night right now, though.
Miles is definitely staying busy. You know who else is staying busy? The 56 pit crew. Nick Trader's pit crew. They are back in 22nd position. I think they're 3 laps down right now. Man, you hate to see that for the points leader.
That's a big change. We talked about what could have been a big night there for Nick Schrader. Now it seems like that's going to be closed down a lot. And the idea, I bet, for both of these drivers, both of the 95 and of the 56, is, hey, get me back out there on track. Let me run some of these laps. Let me see if I can get ahead of them. That's going to be the idea for these guys to try to build up some points, try to get in front of each other, try to get some positions. I mean, that's got to be the idea that you're looking at if you're one of these guys. Correct me if I'm wrong as far as strategy goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that I was just looking at was I was looking at the points and where these guys are running. So we know Trader's having a rough night, leading the points. Vroman's had his issues, but he's still out there making laps. Third is Paul Irvin. He might be done for the night. We'll see if he gets back out there. Robertson fourth in points. He's been having troubles. Litzenberger running eighth right now, fifth in points. Cole Snyder's had some issues, but he's out there running. And then Bain is seventh. Let's see how his day's going. We haven't talked about Bain. Is Bain here tonight? I haven't seen Bain.
I don't believe he's here tonight, but we've talked. You mentioned Vroman or whatnot. Talk about a recovery. I thought this was going to be totally flip-flop. Call it commentator's curse if you want. We thought Vroman's night might have been done with that hard contact to the inside wall, but as Nick Trader is 10 laps down, Vroman's on the lead lap in 12.
Yeah, Vroman, that 95 crew, they've got a horseshoe somewhere in that hauler that all these other guys are looking for right now, because that's incredible. The 69 is still lagging back here. The lights are off on the pace car. This 69 on the top side is still lagging back. I'm interested to see what his strategy is for being 6 car lengths back for this restart.
Right now, as these guys look to get going, I feel like it's just trying to let these guys in front of them just battle it out, try to stay conservative. That could be the idea for to try to capture some long run speed, but he's being challenged right now by the 7th. Right now, this 22 holding on the 18, trying to capture P2, in which he does. Now he's going to go on the hunt here for the 22, and this is a battle we've already seen once tonight. Wouldn't be surprised to see that 18 put up a good fight here for the lead here pretty shortly.
Yeah, 18 got an awesome restart right there. He's got it to about 1 truck length back from the 22 of Josh Arnold. Just an Innisagok. Now looking to the inside of the 22 as they come down here into 3 and 4. 18's got his nose out front. Woo!
Whoa! That lap would have been too close to call if that was the finish.
Yeah, hard to call it at the line there. But these guys are side by side down the straights. 22's working that same line that Cole Snyder was working early on and getting a huge run off the top. Anasagok still working that bottom because that's what he's got to work with. Drew Trader is bringing up the battle for P2 in that 25 on the top side.
He's going to be able to clear and capture it. Now Drew Trader for One Minded Design Motorsports looking to make his name known. We've seen James Shane Wolf come out here and give great performances when he can make starts. We've seen Nick Trader, of course, picking up wins for One Minded Design Motorsports. Haven't seen much out of Drew Trader this year. He's had flashes in which he's put on some great runs, and we've seen times where he's done good earlier in races but kind of fell off. Well, right now in the later half of this race, he has really shown up here, of course, in P2, now challenging for the lead. That 25 definitely has some speed there under the hood.
Yeah, that 25 is looking really strong. You were talking about one-minded design drivers. James Shane Wolf, I saw last night, brought home a championship for the one-minded design team in the Super Late Model Series. So shout out to James Shane Wolf on that. I think this is his last race in his ARCA series, so expect to see him back next Monday night. But Drew Trader's right on the back bumper of the 22. 18 Anasagok uses a little bit of apron to get to the underside of the 25 of Drew Trader, but has to fall back in line.
Yeah, and right now that 18 being very aggressive, I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to turn a little bit more patient to try to become faster on the long run as we move along. But lap trucks starting to show up in front of these guys. And as soon as we talk about people that we see moving up through the field usually during these races, just to give a little bit of a hint, Litzenberger now in P4.
Oh yeah, up 26 spots old sandbag, Litzenberger, up 26 spots up to P4, so having a great run in that number 21 Ford. Cone on the track, it's all good.
And he also extending his congratulations. You mentioned it about Mr. Shane Wolf. He even mentioned it out there in chat that he won the Extreme Motorsports Late Model Championship that you were talking about last night at USA Speedway. So congratulations to him. So Pete offered his congratulations out there in chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see NNR drivers being successful in other leagues. Just goes to show you how great this league is. Champions from all over. You talked about Vroman a little bit earlier from the NASCAR Heat days. Talking about Shane Wolf now being a champion in another series. Just goes to show you that this racing is some of the best that there is on iRacing.
Yeah, and right now that 18 looking to prove it as he's trying to make his name known. That's allowing this 21 to catch this battle as he's starting to close in on this top three. Right now, I will say, though, we talked about the different backgrounds and stuff. One thing that Pete can correct me on this because he was vital in this becoming a thing, but Vroman actually denied returning to Season 2 of the NASCAR Heat League to go and race and try to compete in the iRacing Rocha Pro the Rocha Pro Series to try to get up to the Coca-Cola eNASCAR iRacing Series. So he's had his time in both spotlights of console and PC racing.
Take a look at some of these battles back here. You see the 38 working to the inside of the 17. The 81, Jeremy Horn just in front of him. Got Kobe just in front of that. Dilt, saw him in a wreck earlier tonight in that 23 machine. He's got it fixed up back out there. Paul Irvin in that 9. You see him out there making laps. Saw him tore up a little bit earlier. So these guys are just out here making laps, multiple laps down, just trying to get some points. Like Irvin, for example, he's 79 laps down, but he's out there trying to pick up as many points as possible as he's third in the championship running.
Right now, I'm sure if I'm that 22 at Josh Arnold, the last thing I want to see is those guys 2 by 2 battling as hard as they are in front of me.
Yeah, and they're not far ahead of the leader, Josh Arnold, at all. They're about a half a straightaway ahead of him here. But Josh Arnold's getting ready to have to put on his work boots and get that 22 through lap traffic.
Yeah, and you can see right in front of him. It's about to be very interesting. 54 taking the line there of the 22. He had to give him a bump to let him know, hey, I'm here, and here these guys go. 2 by 2 in front of Arnold. He's going to have to check up, and here comes the rest of the field behind him. The 25 of Drew Trader trying to find a way around as well. Here comes the 18 moving him up. Josh Arnold, 3 traffic.
Unbelievable. These guys going 3 wide to get through this traffic. Paul Irvin pulls all the way down to the apron to give these leaders room to get by so they don't have to go 3 wide, but unbelievable weaving through traffic that we've seen so far by these leaders.
And right now, that actually looked like it helped Josh Arnold more than hurt him as he was able to extend the gap there. So, well.
Yeah, he parted the Red Sea of the lap cars and has got about a 3/4 second lead over Justin Anisagak, who's P2 right now. Taking a look at Cardwell, he's running 6, having a really good run in that number 7 Budweiser truck. Carroll right behind him in the 92. Back up here looking at Anisagak in the 18, running P2.
And right now, trying to make his way through lap traffic once again as well. And you can see the gap now between that 22 and 18. Pretty decent gap between these guys. Probably the biggest gap we've seen for the lead all night here on lap 151.
I believe this is the largest gap of the evening for Josh Arnold. We see Litzenberger fighting through lap traffic. We're going to see 3 wide again here, getting into the corner. Litzenberger on the bottom, Drew Trader on the top. That is a battle for position. That is for P3. Litzenberger clears the 25 of Drew Trader.
And he's now going to set his sights on the 18 to try to go up there and capture P2. And a lot of these lap cars, we've seen how aggressive these lead lap cars have been on trying to get through that through lap traffic. A lot of these guys you can just see pulling to the apron now.
This is your battle for P4. You got the 88 of Tyndall. You've got the 25 of Trader. You got the 7 of Cardwell. We saw Tyndall in an incident early on in the race, but looks like it hasn't hurt the truck too bad. He's up here running for P4.
And right now, you're looking at Snyder all over the camera right here.
Yeah, that's Snyder pushing the 69 of Lewis Jr. right along here. So Cole Snyder, he had his issues just a bit ago, led a lot of laps here at the beginning in that 99 trucks. He's definitely still got speed in it. Snyder back up to 9th. This battle here, this is for 4th still. You got Drew Trader, you got Tyndall, you got Cardwell, 25, 88 in the 7. Battle for 4th here. Tyndall on the bottom. Cardwell look to the top, nothing doing, has to go back to the bottom of the 88.
And right now that 25, he's getting a little overzealous. Contact there, and looks like it could have cost him right there. But that 22 all over the back bumper of the 12 now, as he's trying to get his way through lap traffic there as well.
Whew, 22 had a handful of weaving through some lap traffic right there. We're taking a look at Hampton in that 71. He's running top 10 tonight, seeing a good run for him. Looks like Robertson's going to get around him. Robertson's multiple laps down, so still P10 for Hampton, having a good run. That's Nick Trader behind in the 56, multiple laps down. We talked about that earlier. You can see the 56 has made it back out there, though.
Definitely, and you know, these laps count. These laps could be positions, we talked about it earlier, that could help the 56, you know, be able to hold off or just at least cushion a little bit some of the blow that he's going to get from the points that he loses this race. I think it's safe to now that we could be calling Nicholas Roman our new points leader. But speaking of Nicholas Roman, the 22 looking to get around him, able to do so, and now putting Horn lap down as well.
Yeah, Litzenberger getting around the 84 Smith. That's not for position. Litzenberger's running P2 as we sit. So he's trying to track down the 22 of Josh Arnold. He's got a couple lap trucks, the 81 of Horn, the 95 of Roman that he's got to get around. Taking a look back here at this battle for 4th. Once again, that's Drew Trader, Tyndall, and Cardwell.
Cardwell looking to utilize the bottom here. See if he can do that. You can see the lap trucks in front of Drew Trader as well. So Cardwell looking to try to see what is available to him as far as track space and seeing what that 7 can do.
That battle's all over this racetrack right now. This one is one of the hottest ones. This is for P5 between Tyndall and Cardwell. Cardwell to the bottom side in that 7 machine, 88 to the top side. 7's got him clear off of the corner.
Right now, all these guys, it seems like that 25's having a hard time getting around the lap truck ahead of him. That 7 looking to use him as a pick and take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. 7 working the bottom. Going to get a good run here to the inside of Drew Trader. 36 right in front of Drew Trader. Drew maybe should have thought about dropping that line down just a little bit earlier. He loses a spot as they get ready to go by the 81 of Jeremy Horn.
Great heads-up move there by the 7 to be able to gain a position. Seeing the trucks in front of them that were kind of slower, knowing that that line was going to check up, heads-up move, and that's allowed to spread a little bit of the gap on the 25. Drew Trader looking to close back in though.
Got to put Cardwell up to P4, Trader P5. You got Tyndall P6, Carroll P7, Snyder P8, Hampton in 9th, Lewis Jr. in 10th, and Nicholas Roman's made his way all the way back up to 11th.
So another spot now trying to find his way inside the top 10.
Tyndall keeping it pretty, hanging on to P6 back here. Gets around the 84. We're going to get back up front and see what our leader, Josh Arnold's taking a look at, as this battle seems to have cooled off for a moment.
And he was able to get around Lewis Jr. To put him another lap down near 2 seconds ahead of Litzenberger, who is still in P2. Right now, that 22 is just needing have to do anything too fancy right now. Just keep doing what he's doing, and he's doing pretty well so far, setting sail on the rest of the field up to this point.
He's doing a great job right here as the leader. Last car on the lead lap is the next truck in front of him. That's the 71 of Hampton. So we're going to be down to about 8 trucks on the lead lap if this keeps going. Great pace out of our leader, Josh Arnold, in the 22.
Certainly, as these guys continue to roll. And after Hampton, it will happen to be Snyder, a teammate, so definitely I don't think he'll put up too much of a fight either. You can see Snyder exiting the corner ahead of Arnold. But, oh, Hampton getting a little bit squirrely there with the 22 right on his bumper. And that 22 is going to move him.
Just a little knock on the door. Hey, buddy, I'm leading. I'm going around you.
Say, hey, don't make me. I'd say, what's that saying? 1 bump, I'm here. 2 bumps, move. 3 bumps, I move you.
Correct. It's the old Teddy Christopher move for you Northeast Modified fans.
You gotta love it. I mean, it's especially true here at Bristol. But right there, you can see the gap between Arnold and Litzenberger as you just switched views. About a corner gap. As one's entering, it looks like the other's exiting.
Yeah, Josh Arnold, just fantastic pace. Next one that he's coming up to, we already talked about it, that's Cole Snyder, who we saw out here leading a bunch of laps. He's P8, right there ahead of our leader, the 22 of Josh Arnold.
It's a proud up to this point in the season. Just everything he could possibly do, he's been trying to do to achieve, you know, a little bit more momentum. And I think it would really cap off if he were to be able to win. Of course, around 40 laps to go, actually 40 laps to go when we hit the stripe this time by for this 22. So it's still a little while to go. Anything can happen. But that 22 really putting on an impressive performance for the second week in a row, coming off of a win and turn down for what last week, and now coming here, really building momentum in all of his leagues that he's competing in up to this point. Really close to having contact right there between himself and the 9 of Paul Irvin.
That was very close. I was over here biting my lip watching that. Looked like Paul Irvin drove down there to the apron to give plenty of room to the 22, and then just there at the exit of that corner, the 9 slid up and the 22 was right there. So lucky break for the 22 of Josh Arnold.
And what is a wild thought to have about this race is that this is the first time that the 22 has been consistently in the top 3 since race 1 at Daytona. Let that sink in.
Good to see him back up here towards the front, getting that 22 machine up here as he's going by the 38. Multiple laps down.
Definitely a good performance for these guys. Pete, bringing up a great question. You talked to some of these guys before the race. Is there a fuel strategy that we're going to have to pay attention to here? Will these guys make it to the end?
That's a fantastic question, and I wish I had the answer to it, Pete, and everybody else watching out there in chat. I do not have a fuel run for tonight's race. I was so concerned about my partner expert's technical issues this evening that I forgot to do my homework on it.
I'd say we didn't go to math class this week. I apologize. That's my fault.
Hey, that's all right. I was spending the first 45 minutes before the broadcast trying to listen and help you out best we could. Shout out to Cowboy and Coey for hopping in to help out as well.
Definitely. And right now, we talked about that 99 being a teammate there of J-Paw. He moved straight out of the way for that 22. I don't think he's not doing the same courtesy for that 21.
No, he's racing the heck out of the 21. There's no doubt about it. This 21, the Litzenberger's struggling to get around the 99. We got a caution out. Caution.
Oh, that changes everything, ladies and gentlemen.
It sure does. And I think I have it right here. Looks like it's going to be the 81 of Jeremy Horn. Ooh.
Oh!
Dilt and Tyndall get together. Dilt's a lap down. Tyndall was running P6. They just got 3 wide and ran out of racetrack right there. P6 for Tyndall. You hate to see it.
That's going to be very unfortunate. I believe it's going to be a saving grace, though. Who was the first car 1 lap down? Wasn't it Hampton? It may have been somebody else.
I believe it was Cole Snyder.
Oh, well, surprise now.
Because I don't think Arnold ever got to Carroll there.
So that's definitely going to be a big help to Snyder there, as he's going to be able to get back on the lead lap, and he really helped his teammate there for a little bit, and they ended up helping himself in the end.
Yeah, we only have 8 trucks on the lead lap right now. So, gonna get real exciting here towards the end.
Right now, unless they have to pit on the back straightaway, the 92 and 21 staying out.
Yeah, it looks like the 21 staying out. I think he has to pit on the backstretch because of his qualifying. Oh. Yes, that is correct. Okay. 25, same thing. So it looks like the 22 will be back on point here. Looking at 22, 18, 7, 92, 25, 21, 88, 71, 69, 95 for your top 10 is what I'm seeing.
Now, I believe the 21 deciding to possibly take 4 tires, as he's going to end up starting 4th overall. Actually, no, he's going to slide up into oh, the timing is going crazy. Okay, so he will be 4th.
We got timing and scoring freaking out right now. Trying to get everything sorted out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, looks like 4 would be accurate.
Right now, though, that 22 just pacing around, knowing that you're going to be coming into a last little sprint. A lot of people think, you have around 30 laps to go. That's, that's a long way to go. Here at Bristol, though, that's not that much time left.
No, time-wise, it is not at all. Distance-wise, not at all. I mean, this is coming down to the nitty-gritty. You're going to see these drivers pull these belts tight, get up on the wheel, elbows up. This is going to be a sprint to the finish here.
And one of our good friends, Commando Griff, who was a commentator over at Turn Down for What, I mentioned it multiple times, J-Pod's win last week. Well, they're going to Bristol in the Xfinity Series tomorrow. So a lot of practice for these guys that race here, but race there as well. Here racing tonight in the Truck Series, as they're going to be going to Bristol. But these guys, caution's back out. I believe it's been extended.
Yeah, looks like they're going to extend the caution flag here, which is probably a good idea because that top line wasn't well sorted. So good call there by race control to extend that caution. Top line not fully sorted out yet. Because, with coming to about 25 laps to go, we want this to be sorted out best we can so we can see the best racing to the end. So shout out to the league for extending this caution here for us.
Exactly, and I also believe the 21 was not caught up to the field as well. So he, I don't believe he still has been caught up, but they're going to go back green here. 25 laps to go in that 18, looking to see if he can catch this 22.
Yeah, that 18, he's been fast all day. Just hasn't been able, he's been fast on the bottom, but he hasn't been getting the drive off that he needs to make the pass. So 24 laps to go. We're going to see what the 18 has got for this 22 Arnold. 22 Arnold, he needs to just be focused forward, take that rear view mirror, rip it off, don't even look back there. You know Hannah Sagak's going to be all over you. So just look out front and hit your marks.
Well, right now he's looking to hold on to that P1 position, but that 18, we know he's definitely going to put the pressure on, taking that impersonation of Dale City to a whole new level tonight.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
And, yep, caution is back out once again. Here we go with the instant. Let's see what happened here.
The 9 of Paul Irvin was in this.
Oh, yep. 73 in the 9.
73 in the 9, 17.
Oh,
got a little
99.
help from the 99. It's a tough. Oh,
Oh!
good grief. The 92 just came through and shellacked the 9.
And I believe that's a teammate as well. Both the Hendrick style Hooter schemes, both matching with each other, and that 9 not driving straight at all.
Now that thing's dog tracking. That is that's a new definition of the Bristol stomp right there.
I was about to say I didn't know we were on the dirt.
The 9 out here dirt tracking while we're on the concrete. Paul Irvin, take it to pit road, good sir. We are not dirt tracking a 9.
I'm about to say this is not the All-Star.
No. The All-Star race for this league is on dirt, so.
Yes, it is.
Paul Irvin cheating and getting a little dirt track practice, it looks like. Gonna have to give him a penalty point. I'm completely kidding. I'm not an admin. I don't hand out penalty points.
And in a good, I believe 4 weeks is when that All-Star race is going to be. The next 2 weeks are going to be filled with a lot of fun as well, as the guys go night racing at Charlotte next week, followed by the iRacing Super Speedway the week after that. So we're in for an action-packed next few weeks, of course. The Labor Day weekend following in 3 weeks' time, we're going to have an off week, and then that's going to be followed up by our All-Star race. So what a way to return back to action for Labor Day.
Did you see who got the lucky dog on that one?
Let me guess, Roman?
It was the 95 of Roman, back on the lead lap somehow.
Well. Did we speak too soon?
That could get interesting for these guys.
We speak a little too soon.
Could get very interesting.
Oh, Lordy.
Taking a look at timing and scoring, see if I can find Nick Trader, P21. Rough. Probably gonna have a shake up in the points.
Definitely. I feel that will be coming pretty quickly. With our top 5 all not having wins, I believe only 2 the top 5 have actually finished in the top 3.
We got 3 winners in the top 5. Ed Robertson is sitting 4th in points.
No, I'm talking about in the current timing of the race.
Oh, top 5 of the current race.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm thinking about points. You're thinking about this race. Look at that. We're not on the same page. Mark that down. First time ever we're not on the same page.
First time we're not in the same wave. But it's okay. It's okay. These guys getting set up, and the one thing that we can both agree on, we're about to go back green here.
Oh yeah, it's going to get exciting. So we got another lap of caution, it looks like.
I just had to say it. Oh my Lord.
Okay, another lap of caution.
We can't even agree that we're going green.
No.
Oh, Lordy.
Looked like we were double file pretty good through the field. Obviously, Race Control saw something that we didn't see. So, shout out to Race Control, doing a good job here tonight.
Lap of caution.
Yeah. So much goes into these league races, man.
They do a great job, though. You got to hand it to the people at NNR that do such a great job. And here we go. We're going to be going green this time, Bob.
All right, green flag back in the air. Holy cow, Anasagak with a huge jump on Arnold. He gets down to the inside. He might clear down here into 1 and 2 as Arnold fights back on the top side. Anasagak, new leader.
What a slide up there in front of the 22. I mean, I didn't even know if he was going to clear him completely. That 22 probably had to check up out of the throttle for that one. But that 18 now, he's looking to just pull away.
What a great restart for the 18 and Sagak here. Josh Arnold, he's got to be hating that, but he's got 14 laps to go. Get back there, hit your marks, and run down this 18. He knows he's faster than the 18 on the top side, so if he can get to him and he can make a run on the high side, I think Arnold will be able to get around him.
And right now, I'm going to go ahead and say, you remember last week, that 18 came so close to getting Robertson, was one corner away from possibly capturing his first win. Now he's here 13 laps away, now 12 to go from capturing his first NNR iRacing Series victory. We know how close he's came before, competing with Broman multiple times, getting caught up in incidents. He talked about throughout the season that he had DNF'd so many times in the beginning of the season, but right now, you know, he has been chasing that ever so elusive victory. Now with 11 coming to 10 laps to go, this could be a dream coming true for Justin Scott.
Yeah, the battle is on for second place. Dew Trader is working Josh Arnold over for second place. Josh Arnold just needs to focus out front, 10 to go. He needs to run down this 18 truck to have a shot at this win.
You're exactly right. That 18, though, off the corner, still running great laps. 9 laps to go here for that 18. And we talked about that scheme bringing him special powers. Well, you know, it's worked so far, even though it's on a Toyota, as you say. It's been working so far for that 18. And now with 8 laps to go, he only has a little bit left as far as to get these laps completed. Only a little bit of time left. And right now, the one thing that I can see that will shake this up, the first lap car he's going to have to deal with is the teammate of Josh Arnold.
The 18 is hoping he doesn't get to the back of the 99 because the 99 is not going to give him any room. We saw the 99 racing hard once his teammate of Josh Arnold got by him. So, you know, this is not going to be easy to get past Cole Snyder if the 18 gets the back of him. Only 6 laps to go.
Definitely, he's really utilizing the high line. We've seen him work the bottom, been very fast down there, just hasn't had the drive off, but he's using that high side. And now, coming to 4 laps to go next time by, he is catching that 99, and the 22 is still trying to reel him in a little bit at the time. Right here, 4 laps to go, and he is there right to the back of the 99. Where is he going to go?
Is this going to be reminiscent of Atlanta earlier in the Cup race this year with Chastain and Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch? Is the lap truck going to give a big headache to the 18?
Well, right now he is. He's taking away the line, not really yielding it. The 22 not gaining much of an advantage, though, here. Coming to 2 to go. That 18 looking for a way around him, though. Not sure if he's going to find it. Here we go to the bottom. Oh, the 99's going to pinch him. Not giving him any room whatsoever. Here comes Arnold.
22.
And look at that. The 99 still blocking.
22 is reeled in the 18. Final lap,
One
white
lap
flag
to
in the
go.
air.
Here he is, right there, the 22, right to the back bumper. He's just one truck length away. Here we go, to the bottom. The 18 looking for a way around. Oh, he's going to spin him. No, the 22 just won.
No
The 22
way.
just won. J-Paw, the assist.
Oh my gosh, let's run that back. Holy cow, how did this happen?
Up the corner, the 99 trying to pinch the 18. It looks like the 18 trying to move up the track. Attacked.
Ooh.
And let,
Ooh.
oh,
The
that is
18
not
is-
going to go over well.
The 18
That
is not going to be
gonna
happy
go
with the
over well.
99. Oh my god.
That is not going to go over well.
Oh my god. So here's what I'm looking at here. And if I was in the 18 car, I would be helmet throwing mad right now. So you see this seam on the racetrack to the right side of the 18's tires. Watch that. He stays under that seam, I mean, I'm not a race official here. I'm not making any calls, but
It's reviewable.
just from what I'm seeing right here, looks like the 99 came down on him, man. Oh
That is
my
extreme.
God.
That's definitely going to have to be looked at to this one. And talk about heartbreak once again for the 18. What? I mean, not even, what, 200 feet? 200 feet.
Let's look at the inside of Anna Sagak here. He's holding the bottom, holding the bottom, holding the bottom. Gets back to the gas. Ah, God.
What is the distance between turn 4 and the start finish line?
Oof, not far.
Because for all the struggles the 18 has had this year, that was the distance between him and his first win.
I'm trying to see. Why can't I just do this? I want this. Where is Cole Snyder? I want this. Where's he at? Okay. This is the view that I want.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He went straight up. No. Oh, that's
rough.
Of course, we're not going to be making this call.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But just trying to give you guys out there at Twitch all the views so you can make your own decision on what happened here.
So you can formulate your own opinion. Let's not mention the 99 and 22 once again are a part of the same organization.
Wow.
Well, I'm not even sure if we need to do interviews right now.
Well, P3's Anna Sagaki. You want to interview him?
That's going to be fairly interesting. Who was P2? Cardwell?
Drew Trader. P2.
Oh, Trader.
Yeah, Drew Trader.
Okay, well.
Let me go ahead and run down the top 10 while you get the interviews ready.
Hold on. I'm going to have to go to the green room real quick and have a chat real quick before we bring them in here.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. I'll go ahead and run down our finishing order. So our winner right here, Josh Arnold in the 22. P2 goes to Drew Trader. Great run for him. P3 with the Anna Sagak. We saw what happened right there at the end. Cardwell P4. Tyndall came back to get a top 5. Hampton P6. Vroman bounced back to a P7. Lewis Jr., his best run of the year, P8. Joe Darnell, great run, got P9, the hometown boy. P10 went to Matthew Boone, good run for him. Forrest Smith, P11. 12th, Ed Robertson worked his way back up for that. 13th, Enrique Quinones. 14th is the 17 of Meredith. 15th, Cole Snyder. We saw what happened at the end there with him. 16th of Quimby. 17th, Crowell. 18th was Kobe. 19th, Litzenberger fell all the way back to 19th. 20th was our points leader, Nick Trader. 21st, Carroll. 22nd, Horn. 23rd, Lednam. 24th, Burt. 25th, Paul Irvin. 26th, Justin Diltz. 27th was Cowboy. 28th was the 09 of Banner. 29th, Hyatt. Rough run for the 27. He was super fast early. 30th for Patrick McQuaid. Shiro brings it home 31st. T. Shiro.
All right, and let's go ahead and pull our first of our driver interviews. Justin Anasagok, do you got a copy, my friend?
I do.
Heartbreak, probably 400 feet before the line, if not, I'd say maybe 200, 300. I don't even know the distance between turn 4 and the start-finish line between you and your first NNR iRacing win. Go over the emotion that you're having right now and what happened in those final few laps that just took it away.
Well, I had a good restart. Me and Josh was down there talking about it, and I just got him on the restart, and then I told him for 3 laps, man, to move out of the way, and then now he said he didn't hear me, and then he just cut down on my nose and wrecked me coming out of the corner. I don't know what to say. Like, I was that close to a win finally with all this bad luck, and then I got taken out coming out of 4.
Well, definitely. We know tempers happen to flare here at Bristol. Incidents seem to happen, but still able to come away with a top 3, knowing that's not the result you wanted, but still a good result overall. Moving on to Charlotte next week, what is your mindset coming off of this race and trying to move forward into Charlotte?
I don't know. I never ran Charlotte in a league race, so it should be fun. I did officials there, so I'll probably be practicing a lot and hopefully to contend it again. But I know a lot of guys got taken out in a couple big wrecks that probably should have finished in front of me, but got a little lucky missing them. So, and then yeah, just go from there.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations on the top 3. We know it's not the result you wanted. Any shout outs from you, my friend, before we send you off?
You guys, Coey doing race control tonight, Cowboy, Josh, they ate a whole bunch of laps. That was pretty cool to see him up there. He outran me that long run, him and Kamal. So, and then something happened to Kamal down pit road, and he got a black flag and somehow got DQ'd. So, but those two were definitely better than me on the long run tonight.
Well, definitely. Once again, congratulations on the top 3, and we're going to send you back to the green room, my friend. All right, now we're going to pull the 25 of Drew Trader, getting his second podium finish of the season so far. So go ahead, Blair, when we pull him in, and there you go, Blair. Take it away.
Drew Trader, you got a copy?
I'm here, man.
Hey, man, what a race for you tonight. You were up there early on, then you got wrecked, and then you come back to run second, and you didn't qualify that good. I mean, tell us about this race,
Didn't
man.
qualify at all.
Oh, my goodness.
It was, I had every intention and, I guess, expectation to be wrecked out tonight. Just because it's Bristol, you don't know what's going to happen. I kind of just was okay with that and was going to ride with it. So I scraped the wall a couple times in qualifying coming out of the corners, and that disallowed my times. And so I was like, well, I've made my bed. I'm just going to lie in it and hope for the best at this point.
When you say hope for the best, would you ever imagine you would have came home P2?
No. I mean, honestly, obviously, I probably should be third with what happened there on the last lap, but I'll take it. I mean, third, second, whichever one. I mean, I'll take it. I need the points. I did not expect, especially in that last long run that we had, my truck was just, I could not get it to rotate the way I wanted. Kept going up and scraping the wall a little bit through the corner, but I mean, somehow it worked out.
Yeah, great run, man. Great run. Next week we got Charlotte. How confident are you going into that mile and a half?
I'm pretty confident about it. I like Charlotte. It's a fun track to run. I think it's going to be a high line track. I don't think there's going to be much bottom feeding to it. But I mean, I love wall riding, so it should be fun.
Very good. What shout outs would you like to get out there tonight, Drew?
Just to my team, to Nick. I mean, that Nick kind of helped me learn this track. Oddly enough, I finished third the last time we did a practice race here a handful of months ago, and I thought I was going to finish third again, which would have been irony, I guess, at that. So, I mean, yeah, just Nick, James a little bit there too. When James would pop in, kind of taught me some breaking points and whatnot. So, them guys and the league, Coey, you guys for doing these awesome broadcasts. I go back and watch them every time after the night's over. So,
awesome. Well, thank you for putting on such a great show. Congratulations on that P2, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move Drew back to the green room, and now it's time to talk to the man of the hour, Josh Arnold, a.k.a. J-Paw. It's Expert and Blair up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend?
I do. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. I'm sure you're doing just the same down there in Victory Lane, able to put that 22 into Victory Circle. You're coming off of a win last week and turned down for what? And you back it up here once again with a win here in NNR. Had a pretty good run in that last little spot and was able to pick up the victory here tonight. How does it feel, my friend?
Feel good. Man, I have some controversial NNR wins all the time, but this is my first NNR win on the iRacing side, so that's pretty special, you know. And to do it at a non-plate track, man. What is life? I don't even understand what's going on right now. Was expecting, qualified ninth, expecting, honest to God, 10th place. I'd have walked out of this building happy, but somehow, some way, that it came alive during the race. I don't know. I led a lot, which is very, very exciting. Moving forward, I'm still in my first season in both leagues so I'm still a rookie. So, just like, wow, I'm like ecstatic right now. I don't know what to think because this is the track that I would have never expected, of all places, Bristol.
Well, definitely, you ran a great race here today. Was able to put the truck where it needed to be, and was there at the end when it counted. Of course, moving on to Charlotte next week. How do you feel about that? And I got a special question to ask you as well, Griff, out there in chat mentioning tonight. Also, you go to Bristol tomorrow as well there and turn down for what? So, you looking to make it 2 for 2 on the week and looking to make it 2 in a row next week?
Did win the practice race last night at Bristol. Q Dog was running me down. So, but I don't know. Maybe running last night gave me a little bit more feel in the truck, and hopefully this will translate till tomorrow, where I can go out there and there was a couple of times I was like, man, I've seen Casey Kane do something like that, taking those lap down cars 3 wide there a few times. That was fun and exciting and heart pounding all at the same time. But no, I gotta thank you guys for being in the booth to do this, to show us off, to the iRacing world. A lot of us are new. Got to thank my group. We had, Cole number one. Obviously, he's going to be a big talking point on the stream, and then Q Dog and Bills, Zach Meredith, Justin Quimby, 36 car. Tonight, hanging out with us was Tyndall. He had a good run in fifth. 73 Burt, and they were hanging out with us tonight. So shout out to all of them. It was a tough race for a few. But no, made it through the wrecks, survived. I got to thank Coey and Cowboy for giving us a place to race on Monday. Got to thank the Militia, Cold Dog Racing, and 40H. That group, man, I don't know what to think. I did not walk in, or when I clocked out for work today, I had no realization that I would be standing or sitting here in Victory Lane. But look, really gotta put it out there. That was a teammate. 99 was a teammate of mine. So, I can't say that I was telling him to do that because I wasn't. But really, that win is. We've seen it, in NASCAR recently with Ganassi and Penske and stuff like that. So, I hate that happened to Rowdy. I hate that he got third. He deserved to win or at least finish second. Man, he had a good top 5 car all race. I'll be the first to tell you that 3 laps to go, I thought I was going to finish second, and I was happy with that. But I'm standing in victory lane. Guess there was cages rattled that got me here, but no. Once again, thank you guys for spending your time, your Monday nights, broadcasting this, and thanks to all the people who make this possible.
Well, definitely, it was nice to be able to see you put that 22 in victory lane once again. And you mentioned all the shout outs. Any shout outs other than what you mentioned already that you want to give? Celebrate, my friend.
There was a lot of people that, a lot of lap down cars that moved out of the way, saw me running the top, gave me the top. There was a few out there that didn't, and I have notes on every one of them that did. So I'm not out front often. Yeah, might be Blair's first time to even call my name, but hey, when I'm running 10th, 11th, 12th, I will recognize. So, no, fun and games, fun and games. I'm here to have fun, and that's what it's about. And I'm still learning. I still consider myself learning. So, I will put this down as a check mark in the notebook for Bristol. So,
Well, definitely, it's nice to see you once again in victory lane. We know that you've waited so long to be able to win here on the iRacing side, and it's great to see you back to the green room, my friend. Congratulations once again.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Can't wait to watch.
Yeah, great job, man. My man says I
And-
got notes. I love that.
You gotta love it.
That's gonna be the
You
best. That might be best interview of the year right there.
Oh,
I
definitely,
got notes.
definitely. He's definitely got a running for it. We still got a few races to go for somebody to match it, but that was definitely pretty good. But Blair, once again, we thought last week's race and the ending of that one was good. I think this one definitely. I think this one might have set the bar. But Blair, once again, a great race here at the last Great Coliseum. Little controversy there at the end. What are your final thoughts over the race here tonight before we go ahead and send the stream off?
You know, the people that are out there watching at Twitch probably think that this is a recording for when I say this at the end of every race, but I'm just amazed at how great these drivers are. I mean, we just raced 220 laps at Bristol. Yeah, we had a little carnage. Yeah, we had a little beating and banging. We had a little controversy at the end, but overall, I feel like I just watched a great truck race. So shout out to these drivers. Shout out to everybody at NNR that puts this on, Race Control, Jim Coey, Cowboy, all these guys and gals that put all this on every week, week in and week out. I'm pumped for Charlotte already.
Well, I am as well. I can tell you that a lot of great races ahead of us here in the coming weeks. And Blair, I'm excited to be able to sit up here with you and commentate them all. For everyone here, a part of the Expert Racing Network, Repeat doing his moderator duties out there in chat, Griff with the kind words, everybody that tuned in, Atlanta for the raid, definitely thank you. Go follow him /Atlanta Racing on Twitch. Go check him out. Check out Pete. Also, I got to put your bot out there in chat as well, Blair, to go check you out. So go check out all of our partners. I'm putting them out there in chat and trying to get all of these partners out there. Go ahead and go check all of them out. Be sure to go give them love as well. But once again, for Blair Patterson, everyone here at NNR, everyone a part of the Expert Racing Network and the Expert Racing community, we want to thank you once again, and we will see you next time. Peace.